Saints. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Shoves him aside near the 35. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lucas finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Looking to throw. Lucas. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, Falcons. For Mecole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute baller out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard.
Thank you.
Second down. We'll see what kind of
Thank you,
mindset
baby.
they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Oh! Richardson I ain't figured out what I'm gonna do with Richardson yet, man. He gotta go though. I think he gotta go.
But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this?
Who ain't matching a...
I actually like the early matchup.
Can't stand these matching defenses, man.
It allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off play action, Fields. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking
bro.
It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 45 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, that block. Double team.
He got outside the pocket. I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Hensley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Yeah, help me up, Nate.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Lucas. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back. right at the midfield stripe. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action. Lucas. Under pressure, they got him.
Here we go with this sack stuff, bro.
The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. He's got Turner.
Here come the fluke stuff.
5 yards shy of midfield. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait until the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Fields. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flank.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game,
Stokes, where you at?
Now he got to the check down. A nice
hard flat and you running in the inside.
And Brandon, from our time in college football,
why you? Dang, that junk is so annoying.
One thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's going to air one out, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Dumb man's crazy.
First time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions.
Oh, my God.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Dip is so trash.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Lucas. That is caught by Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in Week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave and break.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down, Lucas. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Off the play fake, Lucas. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Antonio Callaway there to make the grab. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season.
Gotta give him a chance, bro.
We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will
gotta give him a
start
chance,
at
man.
the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Play action. It's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
J.C. Jackson. Damn, bro.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career.
Anybody can see that. Then y'all give me that little gay out of range animation, man. Take that crap off the game.
Time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches. Well, they certainly have been able to get
60, that was weak.
The run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
On 2nd and 9, Fields.
Oh!
His throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They snap it to Fields. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Again, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields.
J.C. Jackson, bro, that was terrible. He should have caught the ball on you. What?
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Throwing again is Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Travis Etienne there to make the grab. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Hit the wrong button. What a freak. Y'all didn't block. Y'all messed me up with that.
All the time I'm manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off play action. Lucas taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lucas. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Hensley. And he'll go down at the 28. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Stop your whining. Check nickel. Check.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that would extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So this defense, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001. Oh, wide open, complete! And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
What?
Lucas. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
Thought I was Ryan.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Lucas. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack. Gonzalez's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Fields airing it out deep for Smith. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Lucas. Touchdown Falcons.
Number 5, what you doing, bro?
Great effort there. Already his second
Terrible.
touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Terrible.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. To throw again on second down. Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling.
Why are you in the game, bro?
That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On play action, Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll go, and the box is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Turner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And pardon me, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way the season has started out.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
ETN once more.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.